What's up, good people? Thank you for clicking play on another episode of Big Man Tiny Kingdom. I'm just getting back from taking some vacation time. This wasn't a camping trip. I went to Washington State to visit some family. Turns out everybody was away or busy working, so I didn't get to spend as much time as I would have liked with my sons. But I did get to enjoy my grandson for a couple days. He's 1 year old and is getting to that walking stage to where he can just get around fine on his own, don't need to hold your hand all the time. And he's got a few words in his arsenal. These are those precious days because soon you're going to be able to get into everything and won't stop talking. And well, that's cool too, but I like the little ones the most when they aren't crying and asking questions all the time and can put together sentences to tell you when they're hungry. And the best time for me is when they're fully out of the pull-ups and can fall down while playing outside, but get right back up and keep it going. Not a fan of the crybabies, but now that my second G-baby was just born this past month, I'm probably going to have to be less of a manly man and soften up a little bit because I'm sure I'm going to have to be a little bit more sensitive to baby girl than my normal tough love treatment I give to my grandson. Having grandchildren has now got me to thinking about future camping trips. It also has me thinking back about my own younger years, and what I was remembering was that there was definitely a lack of outdoor activities. It wasn't a core value in the history of my family. I don't see it as a dysfunction, but rather simply, it just was what it was. My siblings and I were raised primarily by a single mother who had to work full-time, sometimes work overtime hours, which kept her extremely preoccupied and rarely available for leisure activities. And I grew up perfectly fine. I didn't feel like I lacked anything that was needed. I didn't feel like I had life issues where blame could be placed on how I was raised. Like I said, it just was what it was. I believe we understood that mom had to work to pay the bills and to feed and clothe us. It was the common family dynamic in the neighborhoods I grew up. So how would I be able to think that something was wrong with it since that was all I had seen in my community as well? If I were to think anything questionable about it, I would relate it to continuing that cycle with my own children. And before I explain that, let me mention that I remember my mom made sure that us kids went to summer camp. When I became a father, I figured out that the few weeks away from home was just my mother's way to get a break from us. And I can respect that. Now that I'm a dad, I understand that you need those moments as a parent and as an adult. But as a child, I didn't know that. What's significant about me mentioning this is that I remember going to summer camp every year. I remember looking forward to going to summer camp every year. And I still remember to this day all the fun activities we did at summer camp. It's probably where I developed my love for the outdoors. However, when I now think about when I had to start doing my own adulting, my life sort of paralleled my mother's. Raising my sons as a single dad, consumed with working, struggling to make it from one paycheck to the next. And I'm going to say it once more. It just was what it was. I didn't see anything complicated about it. I just lived my life the way it went and rolled with the punches. However, at some point, the life cycle we live has to change from being parallel from one generation to the next. In my opinion, it must recycle into showing signs of betterment. I should want my sons to have the type of life where they earn more money than I did. I should encourage them to see more of the world than I did. I should impress upon them to know love more pure and abundant than I've ever been loved. I want their life experiences to be full of exciting, inspiring, heartfelt memories that they cherish for the rest of their lives, and that they do everything within their power to recycle that mentality into the well-being of their own children, my grandchildren, great-grands, etc. I missed out, or perhaps I failed to provide all of this to my sons. I'm in my mid-40s and I'm relatively healthy according to the doc. So I still have the opportunity to try creating some moments with my family. And I'm ultra anxious about purchasing an RV. My hope is that I'm able to pull up to each one of my son's homes, pack everyone up, and we road trip to some camping destination. We spend some valuable time out there in nature, do the fishing, the lake swimming, the canoeing, the hiking, the board games and sack races and talent show competitions, the sitting around a campfire and laughing and singing and sharing stories, the barbecue, the s'mores, the checking out the night sky. Sounds wonderful to me already. I believe the family will always remember those moments. And I believe that if I get it going right now and make it an annual activity that we all do together, the family will keep them going. So my personal goal with the second half of my life is to start creating consistent camping trips for the family. Now, we are spread out over various states, Arizona, Florida, Maryland, Virginia, Oregon, Washington State, which gives us a chance to travel to each other and have our get-togethers in different campgrounds across the country. It's exciting just thinking about it, and I can't wait to bring it all to fruition. Until everyone's schedules align and it's convenient for us to all come together. In the meantime, I am going to keep doing my own thing as often as I can. I think it's pretty well known around the office that I get outdoors a lot. So it's an easy conversation starter for me and my work family. I'm able to share with them my fun adventures. On any occasion, I'm asked where I'm going camping this weekend. What lakes do you recommend? What camping gear are you using? How was the drive up north? How was the weather? So that goes to show me that I'm having the moments. I'm sharing them with others. It's just time to step it up a notch and turn the moments into a family tradition. With that said, I'm going to leave y'all to get to creating some memories for you and yours. On the next episode, I'll be sharing with you all what happened to me on my next getaway to another Arizona state park for some camping, hiking, and relaxation. Happy travels. This is Big Man, Tiny Kingdom.